Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm here with Antonio, our boatless angler, and this is your element, isn't it?
This is it.
No boat today, folks. We're out here, it's early spring. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day. Today's a little cloudy, and
Makes for a better day for catfish.
makes for a better day for catfish because we're out looking for Mr. Channel Cat today. And although we could have got him yesterday, Antonio, today it's cloudy and the catfish are a little more aggressive under dark conditions. You know, a lot of people fish at night. So we hopefully will be in for a good day today.
Looks like.
A few things we're doing. First of all, the boatless angler's best friend, the pail. Okay?
That's true.
You can't go fishing without the pail.
That's true.
And our setup here, I'll just show you quickly how we're fishing. We've got a setup here where the hook is way down below the sinker with a piece of cut bait. And the reason we want that is so that the bait stays on the ground, Antonio?
Yeah, you don't want it off the bottom at all. It's got to be right on the bottom.
Right on the bottom, catfish are coming along, they find the scent and they feed up on that bait. And we actually have the T-turn swivel there, because if you've never used this T-turn three-way swivel, folks, it's an absolute necessity. These catfish, they swim around and twist around, and this T-turn three-way swivel is actually a three-way swivel that allows you to fish tangle-free. So it'll absorb all that twisting.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Antonio? So we're gonna get started out here. Oh, and the other thing I wanna mention when it comes to spring fishing, you know, a lot of people fish those hot water discharges from power plants.
Yeah.
Well, nature has its own hot water discharge as well. In the area we're fishing today, we have a feeder creek here that comes out into the main creek. And that feeder creek with that thin water, thin stream of water, warms up quicker and it comes into the main body of water. So that's like nature's own
And a little hot spot.
hotspot, exactly. And in fact, what we're doing, Antonio, is we're fishing on this side of the current. So as that feeder creek comes out, it's coming out into the main creek and it's feeding out this way. So
We're on the good side of it.
on the good side. So let's get started. Hopefully we'll have ourselves a nice day. Eh? We got
Hopefully.
Vincenzo with us here today too, and hopefully we get into a few nice channel cats. Hey, you're on. Hey, Vincenzo. Good. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
it's a small one.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Yeah, a little channel cat.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go. Nice channel cat right there. Hey, that's a good landing job. That's a good start. Vincenzo, you struck first. Antonio, what's going on here?
I'm slacking.
You're slacking. You got Vincenzo on the bite. That's a nice little channel cat. You know, I want to talk a little bit about this cut bait. Hey, Antonio, like we're using this cut bait here today, and if we were to use worms, I mean, you'll get channel cats on worms, but the problem with that is other fish come to the bait too quickly. You'll catch bullheads, you'll catch panfish, but you put a nice piece of cut bait on there, and mainly you're going to catch channel cats. The other fish are going to stay away from it. So that's what we're targeting today, and so far, hey, Vincenzo, we're off to a good start.
Fighting.
Vincenzo, this one might be bigger than the one you caught. I don't know. He's stronger
We'll see.
anyway, eh?
We'll see.
We'll see. You know, we were just talking about that cut bait. Actually, no, he's not. Oh, there he goes. He's not bigger, I don't think. There we go. He's about the same size, actually.
It's a nice fish.
Yeah. If I can get him here. Okay. Just hooked just under the whisker there, actually. Take that off. Yeah, what I was saying about that cut bait, eh, guys? We got ourselves some nice fresh cut bait, and you don't want to use old bait. I know that people talk about old smelly bait, but I'll tell you, fresh cut bait is the way to go.
For sure, yeah.
And we like to use suckers. Cut sucker is a good bait. I know here in Ontario we can't use sunfish, but sunfish, I know in most of the states you could use sunfish, and that's just an outstanding bait.
Yeah, it works.
We're into another one, Antonio. I don't think this one's any bigger than the last one, but boy, was it ever a great bite. You know, we're fishing here the month of April, and it's an outstanding time to get into these catfish.
Yeah. I'll land them for you.
Okay, you got the landing net there, eh?
Yep.
Your left hand and your right hand. There you go. That's another nice eating size, Antonio, right there. Hey, Vincenzo, what do you think?
Not too bad.
That's about He's probably the smallest one of the day, I think there. Yours might have been a little bit bigger.
Good hook set.
Good hook set right in the side of the mouth. Perfect, hey? That's just great. Oh, he's missing an eye.
Yep.
He's blind in one eye, but he's still, again, these fish are feeding on scent, and the cut bait is key. And we also keeping the skin on the cut bait because it stays on the hook much better.
Yeah.
And it's the ticket today, that's for sure. Vincenzo, you're on. I'm just getting out there. Good one?
Small. They're all small today.
Antonio, you were supposed to be next.
I'm waiting for the big one.
You're waiting for the big ones. You're not playing around with these little guys, eh? Oh, but these are good eating size, except, boy, this one's all beat up too. This one had a tough winter. Okay, let's get this guy off. Come on, Mr. Channel Cat. There we go. Good hook set, Vincenzo, right in the snout there.
Thank you.
And we should talk about, too, these hooks. We're using a good, strong 5/0 hook. No, this is no time for light wire hooks, eh, Vincenzo?
No.
This is a thick wire hook, super sharp, 5/0 size. It's a serious hook for Mr. Channel Cat. They got big mouths, actually. Even the small one's got a big mouth on them. So don't be shy. You put the big hooks on, put a nice piece of cut bait on, and away you go. And a nice thick wire hook. A thin wire hook, these guys, they'll straighten it right out. So you need that good hook setting power, eh, Vincenzo?
Yeah.
Okay. Antonio, you're next. Oh yeah, that's a nice channel cat, Vincenzo. You know, the other thing we're doing, we talked about this cut bait. There you go. We talked about this cut bait, and another thing I like to do with the cut bait is there's a lot of artificial scents out there, and I like to put some artificial scent on the cut bait because that releases even more scent out there, and it's more of an attractor to the catfish. It's just another little good thing to do if you've got some artificial scent. And you can pick them up. They're readily available. They come in bottles and spray bottles or whatnot, and they work really, really well. Hey, Antonio, you're on the board.
Yeah. Except for it's caught on something too.
What you got?
I got a fish, but it's rubbing on a stick. It's done.
What do you got? What do you got? Can you bring it in or no?
No, it's stuck.
You got that big, huge rod. Bring it in, Antonio.
I can't. It's stuck.
Hey, Antonio, you're on.
Finally.
Hey, you're on the scoreboard, Antonio.
Well, it's not in yet.
Feels good?
It feels decent. Probably the same size what you guys are getting.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish, Antonio. Nice bites too, eh? I saw your rod going. Well, that's a good one.
Oh, it's a little bit bigger.
Antonio, you got the big one of the day. And I got to show you what Antonio did here. He's always up to something, this guy. Look at this. He's got the T-turn here going. He's got down to a bait. He's got down the second bait. So what he did is he ran 2 hooks on there. I think he was getting tired of us catching all the fish, so he doubled up. But that's a great idea, and again, it's well below the sinker. So you got 2 lines going there, which is absolutely fantastic. Gets more bait out there, more scent out there. It's a good way to go.
Nice fish.
I tell you, we're having a great time out here, folks. We got some thunder in the background happening, so I think that's going to cut our day short.
Sure.
It's a good thing you caught that fish.
Almost skunked.
But you know, coming out here, you don't need a boat. We just came out for a walk, fishing in the spring. It's the month of April. We're here on the Welland River, and there's just so much fishing to be had. Fish comes alive, eh, in the spring.
Oh yeah.
The bite is on, and again, you don't need a boat. So if you get an opportunity, get out there, have some fun with the catfish, get out in the water. And I want to thank so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, until next time, good luck and good fishing.